6'2", okay.
I'm recording
I'm 6'2" and 200 pounds.
I'm recording
Anyway.
again. So, Kyle, is there any
What's
indication that there was a building there at some point?
Yes, there was a building here at some point.
All right. You know, like,
Let's
what
do
is
the
it
Quinn
over there?
and Toast thing.
It's like rubble. Like, there's walls that have been broken down. There are, detritus just laying all around the walls and stuff.
Gotcha. All right, before I do that, Xiaomi and Toast and Joe.
Yeah, okay, good. So I'm walking up, I'm like, Quinn? And
Hi, mate, how you doing?
I forgot what the top of your head looked like without a hat.
Yeah, it's really cold, mate.
And then I'm gonna turn over, look at Bubba, and realize that I would know that my friend has probably been kind of emotionally unstable without his hat and without an instrument on hand. So I'm gonna walk over to Bubba. I'm gonna be like, hey, has that guy over there been troubling you at all?
Hat.
Yeah, I know. Is he been causing you trouble? Is job hard cause that, man?
He starts nodding his head.
Job go much easier if hat got given.
No hat. Rule.
Rule exception for hat. I'm gonna get a diplomacy check against stupidity.
You are speaking his language.
It's literally just like that. Like, he's naturally speaking, and so he's stutters.
Hold on, be right back.
Hat, please, man, better.
No.
Job
No.
easier.
No. Rule. Talk someone.
Talk who?
Lead.
The same way he's scratching his head leader? Like he's just not had an interaction with someone this slow before.
Mike.
What about the loot? I know he'll be way cooler to you if he has the loot.
Mike.
No. No.
Mako. Quinn calls out.
Hey, Sam was like, yeah, Polo. It just keeps going back to talking. Where's the lead?
And he points to kind of like a shack, but it's not really. It's built into the wall and stuff where you can see other lights and stuff. You can hear people talking in there.
Oh, I'm not gonna fuck with that. Plus, I'm already going to try. I'm gonna walk back up to Quinn and go hey, sorry, man. He's a special kind of guy. He's hard to negotiate with.
Oh, really? He's been giving me some great conversation so far.
Yeah, I can imagine. Hey, man, I'll try to get you out of this soon.
Yeah, anyone inform the captain?
No, but I'm sure he'll know about it soon enough anyway. And besides, it's just a petty domestic dispute. We'll just get disappointed at for a while.
He's got a big sword, and I really would rather not know the business end of that. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
I'm pretty sure one of it. Quick. Xiaomi.
What?
I've made an observation, and I've come up with two theories.
What's that?
We are either the best gods ever, or the worst gods ever.
I don't know, man.
It's a matter of opinion at this point.
Well, we're definitely not giving him an easy time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta go talk to him here actually. So I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. See you, Yomi. I'm gonna be the guy in the big stand.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to recognize you.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, take it easy. I'm gonna walk out.
Don't stop.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm assuming Amir's at the inn, so I'm going to go to the inn and look for him. See if he's around.
You see him sitting at one of the tables with his feet propped up on another chair that's next to him, reading his book and sipping out of a cup, like an actual cup, not one of those metal things.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to him and go, hey, I'm just curious, when are we leaving by caravan?
Well, be about another 2 days. You know, they're working on the caravans now. It takes them a little bit of time to get everything rearranged like it should be. This ain't one of them big towns that have whole teams of mechanics working on it. They got about 12 people at all.
Oh, okay. Are they all like trained mechanics work on it, or are they just looking for any hands they can get?
Well, there's about 3 trained mechanics and about, the rest of them just helpers and usually help them around doing stuff.
All right. Well,
They don't usually have this kind of workload for mechanics.
do we have any other information on the people who attacked us, or are they just random bandits for all we know?
I've actually done a little bit of looking into that, and before we leave, I'd like to talk to you all about it.
Great. Okay.
All of us. Okay.
All right.
This is about to pop.
I'll see you soon, sir. I'm gonna walk out.
You're not even gonna tell him what happened?
Nope. It's best that nobody knows.
Not at like.
Well, he
Because I
probably
can play it
post
off
my
better.
bail.
I can play it off better as a domestic dispute that was like not even worth his attention. If I can play it right, like even
it's
if
on a need-to-know basis, and currently he doesn't need to know.
yeah, I mean if
Sure
we
he
still
doesn't.
if we still come out as guards and we're still doing our job and we're doing everything we need, then he'll just be like
Quinn has
whatever.
told 2 people to fucking get a mayor so far.
And we've all said, no.
I
You don't have to tell him if you don't want to.
I'm not sure if I should or not. At least, like, I don't know. There's advantages and disadvantages of both, because either way he'll find out, but it's like less worrying to him, and it's like
Sure, he
it
won't
seems
let
like less of a big
Blow
deal.
up a dude's head. He knows I'm useful. You
Yeah,
see me
dude.
blow up a dude's
We
head.
already proved ourselves in combat, and it's like we're less. It seems like it's less of a big deal if like we're just dealing with our own disputes without having to involve him. If we're like
Yeah.
if we're crying to mommy to him about it, then he might get upset at us for at least not like being our own soldiers. Because
Yeah, but at the same, well,
gritty veteran
there's
kind of guy.
being a soldier, and then there's me trying to buy a book and then getting fucking lightning bolted, or rather sleep spelled. After I tried to fucking steal again, I can
Yeah,
see.
but this is the kind of guy who you got shot and he patted you on the shoulder. I don't think he really cares if you got lightning bolted. As long as we keep to ourselves, do our own thing, and don't mess up with the job and follow his orders, I think we'll be okay. All right. Well,
We're doing a great job so far, by the way.
yeah.
May
well,
I
you know what?
go into
Let's
the
move on to the
building
next turn.
on the
Someone else do your thing.
Okay.
Okay, so can I actually stop been following you all fucking around and you all keep fucking running?
You can go fuck yourself.
That's pretty much how it's fucking been since we were pretty much almost by the jail. Okay, Trash is walking down the street. You hear his footsteps, but it doesn't sound like normal footsteps. It sounds like doom, doom, dunk, doom, doom, dunk. Because he's walking with his staff next to him, so whenever he takes 2 steps, his staff comes up. He rounds the corner, he sees you. He's been following you all for a little bit. His pace was quicker, so you can tell he's slightly out of breath. His breathing just a little bit abnormal. He looks at you all and says, "So, what are you all doing?"
Presence is all Andrew says as he stares at the wall in front of him. Then, without any indication that he's about to make a movement, he leaps forward, attempting to grasp a hold of the wall and climb over it.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Athletic.
Because it's still about a 7-foot wall.
So you just gotta.
Yeah, you definitely scramble over it.
After getting over there, I run into the abandoned, house.
There's no.
It's just
house.
remains and shit around.
Yeah, there's just broken down walls. There's
Can
It
I
looks
use a
like, you
perception
know-
check to try to see if there's anything useful in this thing at all? Or maybe a hatch?
Go ahead.
Alright.
No, you just see regular stuff. Like you see, there's a table that has been smashed apart. You see the remains of what looks like a fireplace. You see, Just random bits of house that used to be, where somebody lived.
And how is the flooring? Is it like, rotting and creaking?
There's no wood anymore. It's just like dirt and stuff.
Ah. Seeing dirt, Andrew's immediate reaction is buried treasure. Perfect. So he
Are you
walks over.
serious? That is totally metagaming, dude. That is
That
totally
is not
metagaming.
metagaming. He's insane. He's stupid.
Okay, insanity only goes so far.
Damn it.
Yeah, that insanity only goes so far. They're
Alright, you walk
literally
over to the
standing-
table.
Your level of metagaming is always like, oh, I'm insane. I know where you are. I'm insane. I know where it is.
Now, I'm looking at the table. How damaged
Yes.
is it?
It's in splinters. Like there's like a table leg laying over here. There's like part of a flat top of a table over here, and it's all rotted. Like it looks like it's been like that for a while.
Alright, I'm going to grab one of the table legs. I'm going to make sure that, I'm going to inspect it first to make sure that there's no bugs or anything like that on or within it. If it's
No,
good,
there's
I'm going
no
to put it in my
bugs.
backpack.
Whenever you grab it, it kind of it breaks in your hand. Like it's old and rotted, and it already had structural damage to it. So whenever you try to grab it and pick it up, it kind of crumbles, but there's still like wood splinters in your hand. You don't get a splinter, but
Gotcha.
it's splinters.
Well, then seeing the little bit of rotting wood, Andrew looks at it for a moment before pulling out his dagger and trying to make it into smaller pieces by chopping it up.
As soon as you touch your knife to it, you start breaking away huge, large chunks of it.
Alright. I'll continue proceeding this until it's like a fine dust or powder, and then I'm going to put it in one of my pouches that I have acquired.
Okay.
Or is there still a wall that's blocking this area off?
There's still walls around it, but it's not, it
Could
doesn't
Shaz
match.
just walk into the area?
No, you couldn't just walk into the area now.
Okay, he's gonna walk up to the wall where Andrew went in. He's gonna look over at the monk, recognize him from the train, and he's gonna ask him if he could get a lift over the wall.
If that is what you really want, then I would be obliged to help you. What do I have to roll to throw him over the wall?
Don't throw me. Just lift me up so I can slide back over. He just wants to pick me up a
Oh,
little so I
okay.
can go over there.
Pick him up. Okay.
He picks up like a football.
I'm in the end.
Like,
Actually, no, that would be an endurance check. That would be an endurance check to
I
see
have
if
a
you can
question,
actually
though.
hold him.
How come you don't turn into a bird and fly the fuck over?
I had to wait 2 different turns to fly over.
So I have to do... Say what now?
Endurance to see if you can lift him.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, you definitely lift him up over the wall. Now make me an athletics check with a bonus 2 to see if you can scramble the rest of the way over it.
Okay, athletics... But
No, not
Athletics
you.
for sizes.
Not you.
Oh.
Just shy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say me, and it's like, damn. Because that would give me 12 additional.
What is your athletics score?
2.
Me?
So it would be a 16 instead, and you manage to scramble over it, and you kind of plop down the other side. It's not a pretty crawl over, but you make it over.
Sergeant looks around. He just sees Andrew messing with the remains of what used to be here. Sergeant looks around himself. He's kind of curious. He sees all the walls around, and he can he tell this is like fire damage, like with everything being burned?
It's not fire damage. You don't see anything burned.
Everything's just rotting away.
It
There's just,
looks like there's a giant hole in the walls over here. Looks like something burst through it.
Okay, he looks around. This is not looking normal to him. 'Cause if something was gonna be just taken down normal, that all the remains would be taken away, and something else would have been just built here. He doesn't think it would just been left. So I'm gonna run a perception check to see what he can see, like what he can find out about what happened, or if there's anything there. So it's D20 plus.
Hold on. What exactly are you looking to do? Like,
I'm
what do
just
you...
saying, Shine's not really gonna look for bears. He's gonna try and find out what happened and try and see what caused it.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be a perception. Hold on, let me check and see. I haven't come up with a name yet.
Let me know when you do.
It's the Happy Town.
Rivendell. I kinda like that.
It wouldn't be Rivendell. It would be... Oh no.
Funny Farm Plaza.
Gondor.
No, we're not doing Lord of the Rings.
It's Gilead.
We're not doing Lord of the Rings.
Aww. Technically, there's different things in The Hobbit.
I guess you know what? It is now called Bubba's Basin.
Hell yeah!
Oh my god.
Bubba's secretly the mayor.
Oh
Bubba
god.
is not secretly the mayor.
That means that he's gonna be running the trial against Toast.
Guilty.
Execute. Guilty. No hat.
No guilty. Me have a cracker. You want a cracker?
That's Spycracker.
Spycracker.
Okay. So, he's trying to look around. Can I say he knows where Gerald's house is since they left it?
Yeah, you can
would
see
you
that
know-
it's right over the way
Okay,
through the hole.
Okay, so he's gonna sit there and notice the hole. He's gonna look to see if he can try and find out what happened because the hole's going straight towards the wizard's house, and this house is gone. Would I roll perception or arcane? What?
If you want to see if it was done by magical things, you would have to roll arcane. If you want to do it to where you can see if it was maybe done by something physical, you could use perception.
Okay, I'm gonna use arcane, so that would be D20 plus 10 because he knows. Okay, powerful wizard, house not there no more. Hole in wall. Let's see.
You have a plus 10 to arcane now?
I got my arcane is 10.
Yep, you do. You can tell that this was blown to pieces by some kind of spell. You don't know what kind of spell did this. You don't know why it was done. You can tell that somebody blew this place the bleep up. But no fire was used. There's no traces of arcane energy that you can actually... You can feel that it was done by a spell, but the arcane energies are so diluted by now that it's just... You can't tell what form the spell was originally in.
Okay. Shashin he takes what knowledge he can get. He's like, can we crawl through the wall to Gerald's house?
If you wanted to.
Hey, he's
Let's
just
go.
gonna stay. He just right now. He's
Wait,
gonna go around. But
Before you do that, can I see if I can at least get on top of where you guys are?
Yeah.
It's not
join
on
us.
top.
Just leaving. Your guys are leaving me behind.
You just hop over a wall. You're not actually on top of anything. You're hopping over a wall.
Oh, okay. So, and I would like to hop over this wall. Do I do athletics check or?
Yeah.
Athletics.
Okay. And my athletics is wow, a lot.
You hop up, grab a hold of the lip, and then pull yourself up and over. So, yep, it's athletics. Yeah, you definitely make it over.
Cool.
So now you're standing in the same area that they are. You can see that it's a broken down house that used to be. You don't know if it was a two-story. You just know that there are pieces of what looks like a home just scattered amongst fallen rock and broken house.
Dinner time yet?
Vezz just looks around, watching the two, squirming a bit with whatever things that they are messing with around, and just sits back and waits to see what they do.
And yes, Toast, you get fed.
Yay!
can I do a perception check to see if there's anything remaining from the house that's salvageable?
I mean, you can pretty much look around and see that anything that was in here is pretty much no longer usable. Like it's fucked up. There's not really a whole lot left.
And Andrew, you can do something if you want. I'm just gonna be looking
Andrew
around for now.
wishes to view around the room to see what else he could possibly acquire.
What are you looking for?
Any type of spare metal. Hopefully, maybe.
Well, you can see there is, it's not a chair and it's not a box. It looks like it could have been some kind of container of some sort, and it's blasted apart by now, but there are still scraps of metal around from where it used to be.
Seeing the scraps of metal, Andrew rushes around, collecting as much as he can and placing it within his bag.
Well, these scraps of metal are warped and damaged.
Yes.
So, okay. I'm just telling you they're not going to be real sturdy.
They're things. I like things.
How big is the hole in the wall that goes to Gerald's house?
It's about 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide, roughly. Like it varies, but it's a big old hole.
Okay.
Walk through this, basically.
Shadow's gonna look through the hole. He's kind of curious of what happened. He walks towards.
Cut out. Hold on. Say it again, you cut out.
Okay. Shadow's looks towards the hole. He kind of looks around for a minute. He puts his hand on it. He kind of do I have to crawl through? Like, is it up higher, or is it like walking? Like, I can just go through it.
There's a little bit of a lip, but it's like maybe like 1.5 feet or 2 feet tall. So you basically can just step up without any real problem.
Okay. He looks at it. He steps up into it. He tries to walk through. He's ducking a little bit just to make sure his head doesn't hit the side. He walks through. He sees Gerald. He knows they're there before, and he can kind of guess something probably happened here, considering the hole came from his house. Can he look at Gerald's house and see if it has any magical protection?
Magical protection.
Like magical warding around the windows and shit like that.
You would actually have to go up and touch things to see if you could do that. But yes, you can.
Okay, so he's going to be standing right next to the house when he comes out of the hall. He's going to place his hand on it. He's going to sit there and see if he can feel anything in the house.
Roll me an Arcana check.
20 plus 10.
You feel that there is definitely magical energy swirling all the way throughout this house. And you're pretty sure that some of it is to be protecting and some of it is to, it's just there because, a wizard lives there. But you can't tell what exactly is, what's going on with the magical energy. There's just so much of it.
Okay, by noting already that the house has protection, at least if anything a little bit, he knows the hole in the wall, and he knows the wizard's already overwhelming power before. He knows that this is unusual, this town, from what he's seen. It just looks like a town in the middle of nowhere where it's a traveler stop. It's not common for someone this powerful to be here. Is Gerald home right now, or where is Gerald at this point?
You don't know. You'd have to go check.
Knock on his door.
Let's see. I'm going to do that. Shazam's going to go to the door right next to him, and he's going to knock upon it.
There's no immediate answer.
You need an answer? He's going to wait.
Wait.
He's going to wait like around maybe 2 minutes. He's going to wait for an answer. If not, he's going to decide to come back later. And he's going to go.
By the way, it's nighttime by now. Like I said, it was approaching evening. It's nighttime by now. I forgot to tell you that.
He's going to sit there and, if there's no answer within the next 2 minutes, he can walk back in a hole into the rest of the group. Say, it's getting late. Sit there, you all want to head back to the inn? I have something I want to ask you all as well. Once we get there.
First, is there any tracks or anything within the dirt, since there's a big gaping hole? Is there any tracks or footprints or anything such as that?
No,
My
it
knowledge,
looks like
something
you're
just
the.
came from the wall and blew it up.
It looks like you're the first people that have been in here for years.
Well, then I'm gonna exit through the big-ass hole in the wall, instead of hopping back over it, and I'm going to proceed to the inn, going sleepy time.
Quinn at this point, he's gonna get some sleep, but right now he's kind of He's really mad that his hat and his loot has been taken. So he's just singing as loud as he can at this point. I am the unicorn wizard, riding for justice on a common star.
Shut up!
With the help of my sidekick, Princess Hen.
I've never
With the
heard
help
that
of my
before.
sidekick, Princess Handjob.
Uh,
Go with worse than they already are.
You guys are so dumb. You guys are so dumb.
Okay, so does Andrew run off first before us, and he just takes off running, or what?
believe it.
I'm just
I
walking.
guess
the
he
fuck
takes
over
off
here.
running.
I'm just like sleepy time, and I'm walking to the shop. If anything doesn't stop me, then I'm going right the fuck there.
Okay, Jackson doesn't leave until Vezz starts moving. He looks at him and says, I don't think we should leave him alone. He's more going to sit there and bring Vezz with him, because if anything, they were traveling, he already seen him on a caravan traveling together, and he's been with Andrew this time, so if anything, he could potentially be someone who could distract Andrew for tomorrow.
Okay, so what
Yes, you coming to bed? I said, do you want me to sit the turn in? I can hear him.
Yeah, Viz, it looks like Shizen wants to go to bed with you.
No, I'm saying or said that. Go back to the end. I asked him, he hasn't said anything.
This is getting really weird.
Yeah, I bought a wedding ring, and he wants to sleep with you.
No, I said I think we should go back. You didn't say anything. Andrew just ran off saying sleepy time. I said I don't think we should leave him alone.
Oh, okay. I agree we should follow him. And thanks for the offer, but no thanks.
And I said,
Since those two proceeded to talk amongst each other, and they left Andrew where they did not see him, he quickly proceeds to the inn, but instead of going directly to his room, he goes to the room on the far end of the hall and knocks upon it.
You hear a knock on your door, Saomi.
Wake up from my meditation. Walk over, open my door.
Seeing that it's Saomi, Andrew just smiles and goes, "Hey! How is your thing going with you helping the Toasty Man?"
I close my door.
Andrew, with a frown, begins to knock again.
I don't answer.
Andrew, at this point, is just bashing on the door with both hands, just going, "Hey!"
I assume that other people are going to start hearing it throughout the upstairs.
Shagan hears the commotion. He walks upstairs. He sees Andrew in the hall banging on the door. He hollers and says, "Andrew, what are you doing?"
I'm trying to talk to him. He doesn't want to, though.
Would we know where each other's rooms are, since we went to the inn together?
Well, you know where certain people's rooms are, but you don't know where everybody's rooms are.
No, I'm talking about like our party. Like, but I know that's Sayomi's room.
You would know that's Saomi's room, yes, because it's in visual sight of your room.
Okay, he's gonna walk over to Andrew and say, I think we should leave him alone. He had a pretty hard day. Hey, also, I got a favor to ask of you.
Huh?
I sat there at someone today, and I tried to sit there and help him his crops, but for some reason the soil got a little messed up. So I told him in the morning that I'd help him pick the rest of them. I need to see if would you be willing to help me do it?
In the morning? What time?
Yeah. First thing at the crack of dawn, not crack of dawn, that. Like as soon as the sun comes up is when I'm planning, so we can go ahead and get a head start.
No problem. I'll help you, buddy.
That
But
the
first,
Shashin gets the lights.
I require things. Andrew says, not just being vague as possible as he walks past the druid man. Even though you're a deva.
He questions, what type of things?
You'll see soon enough, Andrew says, mocking an evil laugh before walking away.
He sighs out a little bit. Did you go back to your room or are you downstairs?
I'm just walking back to where the
I'm not talking to you, shut up.
Fuck you.
He said Vezz. I'm back in my own room just meditating.
And I'm in
Could
my
I
own
stop you
very
if you
personal
do
room.
it since that? Would I have been able
Say
to
that again, I couldn't hear you.
we have gotten there around the same time, so I could catch you before you went in?
Yeah, we left at the same time to follow.
I'm telling you, dude, he wants to sleep with you. That Deva is creepy.
He's gonna turn into a horse. Watch out.
Okay, he sees you about to go to your room. He's just there. He says, "Hey, I got a favor." This is after he already talked to Andrew. He says, "For a decline." It already started off fucking weird. That I promised one of the farmers on the outskirts that I was going to help him pick his vegetables in the morning. Sat there, but seeing as only Andrew so far has agreed to help me, and it's going to take us some time, would you be willing to help us pick the rest of the potatoes in the morning?
Yes, I would be willing to do that.
That there, he gets a nice smile. He says, "I really appreciate it. Have a good night," and he walks off to his room.
Sleep well, brother.
But before he basically says it's first thing in the morning. It's like 6 a.m. How about that?
Okay. I wish to go fuck with a bar. I go up to it. What is your finest
Andrew wants to
ale?
sleep with something.
Well, we got this here stuff right here. It comes from them Elven lands. It's pretty strong stuff. You would like some of
Really?
that?
Alright.
Yeah, supposedly if you drink just one small glass, it'll make you feel like you've drank an entire bottle of the finest whiskey in the lands.
That is fascinating. How much is it?
Well, it's about 5 gold a cup.
Really?
Yes. Well, $5 a cup.
Alright, well before I decide on that and what I want, have you heard any rumors of such around the town? Or anything such of that?
What kind of rumors you asking for?
Just general things that might be out of the ordinary. Have you seen anybody, like, going around at night?
Well, I'm usually not the person that's on the night shift. Here in a couple of hours, I'm going to be giving up my spot to somebody that actually comes out and watches, as we sleep. But, from what I've been hearing, there's been a lot of people come up missing, and there's been a lot of dead bodies being found in the streets. And also, there's been some strange happenings out on the farm. The animals come up missing, and other than that, there's a lot of things coming up missing in the town. Like somebody's been walking around stealing stuff, killing people. We don't really know.
Oh, well thank you for that information, and how much would it be for a bottle of that ale instead of just a glass?
Well, there's about 20 glasses in a bottle, and I said it was 5 gold for a cup, so 20 times 5, that would be... Yeah, stop it. It's dollars. So 20 times 5 would be... So, it'd be about 100 gold.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I am a guard, and I'm trying my best to find out what's going on within this town, because I've heard these rumors before from many other folks, and I'm getting this for my companions and I. Is there any way that you can give me some sort of discount?
No, son, we serve all kinds of guards here. Unless you want to pay for it just like everybody else, you ain't getting it.
Alright. Well then, I'll take 1 cup, but do you have a glass or a smaller bottle that I can place it in? Just
Well, if you want to save it, we got some vials sitting around here.
Alright. May I have one of those?
Yeah, give me a second. He walks away from the bar to actually walk into the back, and you hear him take off this, you hear some rustling and stuff, and you hear something pouring into a small container. It only takes like a second and a half for him to finish pouring, and he stoppers it up. Well, you don't hear him stopper it up, but, you hear something. And you come around, he comes back around you hear that noise. He comes back from around the corner, and he's carrying something that looks like it's about the length of your palm, and it is about the width of your thumb.
Oh.
And he comes back around, and he's carrying the vial, and he, puts it on the counter. He said, "That'll be 5 gold."
Alright, thank you. Ender Cecily reaches into his bag, placing 5 gold upon the counter before taking the glass.
So now you've spent 15 gold in total.
Mm-hmm.
Dollars.
Doesn't matter.
It's-
It's the same currency. I understand.
Okay. Make
Now,
sure you
is
mark
there a
that off.
window in our rooms?
It depends. Xiaomi doesn't have a window.
Fuck.
Vezz does have a window.
Mm-hmm.
Shizen
See
has
where
a
this is
window.
going already.
Does Quinn's have a window?
Quinn's room does not have a window.
Shit.
And Andrew's,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna say yours is right next to a mayor's, but it does have a window.
Ah, gotcha. Can those be
Oh
open
god, I
and,
know where this is going.
you know, can it be open large enough for a human being to go through?
Yeah, I know where this is going.
It can't be open. It's built into the wall.
Oh, okay. Well, then Andrew, after getting his bottle and placing it in his bag, he's going to walk out of the inn, and he's going to look up at the roof. How tall would it be?
It's about 20 to 30 feet up. You're not exactly sure. Exactly sure.
Alright. Well, then I'm going to be shooting my grappling hook at it, hoping to get on top of the building.
Give me an attack roll without your weapon proficiency, so it'd just be your dex mod.
Alright.
Ouch.
The cable as it comes out tangles up, and now you're gonna have to spend a turn trying to get it straightened back out.
I'm going to do that.
So after a minute, you get it
Andrew makes these noises as he's trying to untangle his wire to hopefully make it where he can proceed to the roof.
Okay, make me another attack roll.
Gotcha.
It takes you about a minute to get it untangled. Yep, it pops into the corner of the building and it sticks there.
Alright. Andrew wishes to recline his thing and climb up. Athletics?
Give me an athletics with a +2.
Alright. That'd be a 10 because I have 8. So.
You are struggling, and you
You and your
barely make
terrible
any.
rolls.
You're barely making headway, and it's tiring. So make me an endurance check.
Alright, let me see what my endurance is. 7.
And you just can't take it. You're huffing and puffing, and you just
Blow all the houses down.
you recline down to not recline, but you don't fall, but you just walk back down to the ground after climbing up maybe 5 feet, and you're just huffing and puffing and huffing and puffing. It's gonna take you about 3 minutes to catch your breath if you want to try again.
I wish to. Are my cables still connected to the roof?
Yeah, it's still connected.
Okay. I'm going to take a moment's rest, breathing in and out like this. Guess I'm not as old as I used to be.
Hey, it's not my fault you rolled poorly.
You have really
Okay.
terrible rolls, dude.
May I attempt it again?
Sure.
Alright. That's the strength.
That's
Yeah,
your
athletics.
athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make it up there no problem this time. You've learned from your mistake of trying to climb too quickly, and you set your feet and you slowly and steadily climb up, and now you're hanging at the lip.
Alright. I wish to pull myself up and over.
Okay, you're standing on the roof.
Alright. I wish to wait there until something happens. While I'm doing this, I'm going to be meditating.
What do you mean until something happens?
Until, like, a sound or some type of commotion would alert him.
There is
He's
nothing.
gonna be there all fucking night if anything doesn't happen.
I'm just pretty much just meditating, keeping watch. Just kind of like resting.
So you don't sleep?
depends if anything's going to happen or not.
Well, you
You
will
don't
know.
You don't know.
Alright,
Are you
well,
going
if
to
anything
sleep?
doesn't happen for like 3 hours, he begins
Oh.
to doze off.
Just so I can reiterate this. Meditate is just a thing that Eladrin do so they can sleep. I don't like.
Yeah.
I know. For some reason, everyone's like, "I'm meditating." Like that
No,
doesn't
I'm
mean
meditating
sleep.
as in I'm sitting cross-legged,
Okay,
arms
right.
giving the okay symbol, like.
It just seemed at first like you were thinking that meditate would help you
Oh,
sleep.
hell no.
Okay.
I'm just going.
Charizard's all one with nature shit. That's why he meditates.
And Vezz is a monk, so monks have to meditate to retain use of their powers. So
Tell me when I wake up in 4 hours.
Sleep is for the weak.
technically,
Still fucking dead.
so you're gonna wait 3 hours and still nothing.
Alright. Now I'm gonna begin to doze off, although I'm trying to listen while I'm asleep.
That's
Just
not
in
a
case
thing.
something were to happen.
That's not a thing. If you go to sleep, you're asleep, and you use your passive perception.
Alright?
So are you sleeping?
Yes.
Okay, you're asleep. You're going to be waking up 3 hours later than everyone else. And that's if the sun doesn't wake you up for sitting on top of a fucking building.
Yeah, I know. The sun's gonna wake me up to make sure I get up at the crack
You're
of
gonna-
the sun.
You're going to have sleep deprivation, just so you know. If you... Yeah, you're going to have sleep deprivation. You're going to be groggy, and you're going to be taking a -1 to all your actions.
Gotcha.
Okay. So,
Yomi said, like, tell him he's about 4 hours before he wakes up.
you wake up in 4 hours, Xiaomi.
Okay,
And
everyone
it is
else
still...
is still asleep.
Everyone else is still asleep, and everyone else, and it's still nighttime.
All right. Well, I am totally rested now, so I'm gonna walk downstairs.
There, you see the night guard.
Does he see me?
Yeah, you didn't try to make an option to.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I'm just curious if he was distracted by anything. Is he behind the counter or is he at the door?
He's behind the counter, and he's looking at the door, and every once in a while he's flipping through a book, but he's looking around and
Is there
reading.
anyone else in the room, or is it just me and him?
Just you and him.
All right, I'm going to just nod at him. And I'm gonna walk outside.
He kind of eyes you suspiciously, but he doesn't do anything.
All right, I'm going to shoot a grappling hook at this house.
Okay, give me a
D20
attack
plus
roll
5.
with your dexterity mod. Yes.
12.
No good. It clacks off the building and falls to the ground.
I'll just retract it and do it again.
All right.
22.
This time it gets a pretty good hold.
Okay. I'm going to retract it and climb on top of the roof.
Give me from where you're standing, or are you going to walk up to the building first?
I'm gonna walk up so I get more of a leverage.
Okay, so give me an athletics +2.
Athletics plus 2. It's 9. 24.
You climb up at no problem. You're standing on top of the building.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. My active perception?
Active perception.
Okay. The skill then. It's 8. 22.
You think you see something moving on the house adjacent to you, but it immediately jumps over through the broken down roof of this area right here and lands inside of it.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You weren't looking in that direction, man. And plus, he woke up after 4 hours. You only waited 3 hours.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Plus, it's my race's benefit to where I can wake up earlier than everyone else. usually.
And
No,
he
no, no,
sees
no.
in the dark.
Just wow.
He sees in the dark.
Okay, I'm gonna go check it out.
For sure, I have low lights too, so yeah.
You have low light as a human?
Yeah, pretty sure I do because I'm a ranger.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think you do. I could be wrong.
Low light vision's a racial thing unless you take a feat that,
Yeah,
allows
you
you
can-
to.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make my way over there.
Are you gonna jump?
I'll grappling hook onto, I guess, because I saw him jump into like at the roof of here.
You saw him jump from this house, like over here, and then you saw him jump and enter this area, but there's no actual roof. He just jumped through over a wall.
Okay. I'm going to. I'll grapple onto this house.
Give me that attack roll. Where your dexterity.
20 plus 5. 13.
Are you moving your character on the board at all?
No, I'm not right now.
Okay, because I was like, I don't see that.
I'll,
It just helps visually.
It clacks.
I'll just retract and do it again.
Okay.
16. A little bit better.
Still clacks.
Really? All right. I'll retract and do it again. 25. Perfect.
Oh yeah, it gets a perfect hold.
All right. I'm just
off
gonna.
the house.
I'm gonna. I'm just gonna retract it and swing over.
have a question.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
What's up, Andrew?
Would hearing the commotion of Navi repeatedly shooting grappling hooks into buildings, since he's done it about 4 times now,
29.
would that
Oh, yeah.
wake
That's
Andrew up at all?
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 17.
Are you making an effort to make it? Well, you didn't actually say it is, so yeah, you wake up.
Really? that wakes him up. That.
Yeah,
Actually,
because it was
makes more
like-
it makes more like a.
All right.
Hearing that, Andrew staggers up from his sleep. And he looks over,
I'm gonna
hoping to see what
swing
caused
over.
it.
I'm gonna swing over and make a stealth check.
Don't hide from me, Navi.
Alright, well you're on top of this building now.
This one.
Yep.
I'm making a stealth check.
Make
I'm
a
gonna
stealth
proceed
check.
stealthily because it's not just you, Yoko. I also am like I don't want this guy to know I'm coming.
Gotcha.
Stealth 10. 11. Shit. I must have fucking.
Fall off the building.
No, I'm in the middle of it. Must have kicked something. It's still an 11.
Whenever you land, your feet make a. Not,
Shit.
no, it's. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm able to hear that and know where it came from.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can hear it, but you don't exactly know which house it came from, but you know the direction it came from.
Alright, so I'm gonna aim in that direction since there's only one building, and that
Yo, but
direction
don't
which
shoot
would
him.
be there.
Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him.
No, he's on this building. I'm going to this one. Alright, so I'm going to fire my grappling hook.
Give me that dex mod.
Wait, Yoko, is this you?
No, that's
No,
toast.
that's toast.
Where's Yoko? Oh, Yoko's on top of the inn.
Do I connect?
It gets a hook in, but you're not sure. Like you're not sure if it can support your weight.
Andrew, not
Pretty-
caring about personal safety, decides to jump for the building anyway.
To make an acrobatics with no plus.
Okay?
Could I hear, like, are we on the top floor of the inn with our rooms?
I mean,
Like, could I say that I hear someone walking around on the roof and I hear that's
his doesn't make the. His is magically powered, so his doesn't actually make that noise. So,
Could I hear any sounds like with him not making a stealth check and him like walking around on the roof?
well, there's still like it's a pretty thick roof, man.
Okay, that's fine.
Why does everybody want to wake up? Like, come on.
I
still
just
want
want
to
to
wake
wake
up.
up.
because I just want to wake up because I have the advantage
I'm
to
still in my room.
the chance of the job. Like I'm not trying to start things, guys. I'm just curious. Typically, if we're like in a forest or something, I'm gonna wake up before all of you and just take watch to make sure and stuff. I'll take a tactical
As soon
position.
as you said take, knowing that you're rogue, I'm like, oh, God, he's gonna steal all our shit.
Well,
We're just gonna wake
yeah.
up and all of us
you would
have
see that
less
my
money.
bags are like really big and all of your bags got really small.
Yeah.
Well, either way,
I don't know what happened.
You swing and you smack into the side of this building. And you
I
fall
gotta do
to
an
the ground.
athletics check to pull myself up. Hello?
Yeah, go
Say
ahead.
yes.
Okay.
Not sure if grappling's your thing, mate.
It is. Because it works so well on the tram.
Bobby, you were doing
And
so
doesn't
well.
he take the not rested and take a -1?
It doesn't take effect yet. It doesn't take effect until the next day.
No, but you were doing
rub
so
off
well.
on me. You rubbed off on me a little bit, Quinn.
I figured.
I don't say it much, dude. Give me credit.
You climb up.
Yeah, lift
now,
myself
alright,
onto that bit.
I'm gonna do my bit now. I'm gonna shoot grappling hook to there.
There's nothing for you to hit except wall.
It's just busted down.
There's no roof.
Describe
You
it.
can look over and you'll see it. Thanks.
It's like, have you ever seen a broken down building where there's like jagged bits of wall all the way around where it used to be?
Sure.
It's like that. So there's no roof, and if you try to hook onto the wall, you wouldn't actually be trying to jump over. You'd be just pulling yourself down into it.
I'd be pulling myself down into it.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So there's like a hole in the side of the wall, like.
No, there's no. The wall's only like 7 foot tall, and you can tell that it used to be bigger. And the building you're standing on is about 15 to 20 feet tall. You can't tell exactly. And there's a big, huge gap in this. This used to be a pretty thick wall, and there's a gap in it now.
Okay, so could I just jump on top of it from this 20-foot high house?
Sure, you have tumble.
Tumble's a
Alright.
good thing, by the way. You should be using that more.
Do I have tumble?
Yeah.
Because tumble's a
All rogues have tumble.
does not say I have tumble. It's a level 2 utility skill for when I look it up.
What?
Yep.
You sure? I thought that was a class feature.
Nope.
Gotta be. I remember.
You can look up if you want to prove me wrong, but tumble is a level 2 utility skill.
Yeah, I'm looking that up, dude. I always thought it was a class feature for rogues.
If you want to give it to
Uh,
him, I don't think he'll argue with you about it.
Rogue utility 2 tumble. I'll just link it.
Well, shit, yeah, it is a. Okay, you're gonna have to try to. You're gonna have to.
Also,
use
I'm also going to point this out. The actual thing of it is you can shift up to your speed, but in character builder and in the old version, I can only move half squares. Can I move full squares or half squares if I get it?
Well, tumble in what I'm thinking about, it allows you to make an acrobatics check to say you don't take any damage from falling. That's the tumble I'm talking about.
Okay.
And
You want to just say he has that?
I mean, if
Can I just do that?
I mean, in previous versions, rogues had that. I mean, so
Sounds like something that I should have. Especially considering my kind of character.
Is anyone else fine with him just having it?
I don't care.
That's something all rogues need.
yeah. I mean, I thought that was a thing.
All right, I'll just write in my power page. Tumble. What kind of power is it?
It is. It's not. It's just a feat.
Okay.
Whenever you make whenever you jump, you can make a acrobatics check to reduce or take no damage from falls, depending on the height. Anything 20 feet and below, it's you take no damage. Anything 20 feet, anything 40 feet and above, you take half damage.
Okay. Whenever you jump, you take an acrobatics check to see if you take half damage or full damage from falls.
Oh,
From 40 feet and above.
Oh. And at this
What's
point,
up?
I just want to note that Quinn is actively singing in Elvish now.
So you're not sleeping?
Well, he's gonna probably. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah,
You
I'll
should
probably
sleep, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. So
Like-
much for getting everybody a -1 instead of just me. All the guards have -1.
Do it, that'd be fun.
So,
Poor Bubba.
since
I feel
there's-
bad for him.
Eventually, they would come in there and knock you unconscious to make you shut up.
So there's like a 10-foot drop between this house and this right?
Pretty much.
So
Like
this is like 8 or 9.
Music haters.
Hey, man, you're singing to try to keep everybody up. You gotta get-
True that.
Shaj would honestly like hearing Elven songs again.
So are you
can get some
jumping?
video fans.
Yeah, like, I'm just curious. Like, it's just a 10-foot drop, right?
Well,
It's not-
combined with you jumping forward and then dropping, it's probably about. I don't know the exact mechanics of that, but I'm thinking of it like a right angle triangle. So if you're, like pretty much the Pythagorean theorem thing, if
yeah,
you're
jumping at this angle, well, herp derp. It just says unrecognized command when I type that. Never mind. It's a backslash, except slightly.
either way, since it is 15, it's 10 to 15 feet up. We're gonna say 12 feet, and it's like it's like 20 feet away. So you take that, like that angle right there, that line, and that's how far you're jumping. And I don't know how to do that. I'm bad at math.
Let's
Someone
just say
do the-
15
You need to
feet,
do some
considering
great
that
at
one
math.
square is 5 feet.
Do the Pythagorean theorem with 12 feet and 20 feet.
Is that 12 feet up and 20 feet away?
12 feet up, 20 feet away.
Guys, I just want to say with this right here, we're official D&D nerds.
Hey, all I'm saying is there's a mathematical equation to
Hold
figure
the
out.
fire right up there on the safe you jump off the wall.
Hold on, I'll get it for you. Square root of 256, it's 16 feet.
What?
It's 16 feet.
Okay.
20,
So you-
20 as the bottom angle, and the how high is
12.
12, right?
About 12 feet.
So in the angle across to 16 feet.
Okay, so you gotta jump 16 feet. Now jump.
I'm jumping. I'm going to use wind agility, just to buff my acrobatics to do this shit.
Okay.
It's acrobatics 10, it's 14, and I'm using tumble. 21.
You don't take any damage from landing there.
Sweet. What do I see where I am now? Like, is there a hole in this roof that I'm on, or?
You're not. There's no roof. You jump straight from
Oh.
the building onto the ground.
Oh, because it doesn't have a roof.
Yes.
It's just a thing. Okay. If I look around, what do I see? Like, where could this guy have gone, basically?
You don't see where he went. But you can see that there are areas where he could be hiding. Like there are like rotten pieces of wood. There are piles of rubble. There's just stuff everywhere.
I'm gonna do a perception check to see like if I can discern where he might be.
Can he see
What are you
footprints?
looking for?
I'm looking for the guy, the person. I'm listening for him. I'm looking for him. All
All right.
He's tasting the air for him.
14.
I gotta roll something real quick. GM roll.
Do Quinarin get that meditate thing too, or?
No, they do not. You're
Nah.
considered half elf.
Alright.
I don't know if you could actually see him.
Should I roll it
You
again?
you could see him. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's
Like
see.
if you're not sure, I can roll for higher or lower. I don't care.
Well, you only get one roll.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm just saying like if it's tied, so I don't know what the fuck to do. I could just roll again. I don't care.
Oh.
you don't see anything.
So there's just like tables and broken shit everywhere. And I saw someone go in here, but I don't know where he could be.
Indeed.
I'm gonna.
It is now Andrew's turn.
Oh yeah, sorry. Go.
Okay. I wish to shoot my grappling hook upon the other building. This one. Well, it's not being built.
The other house.
That's
I
how
got you.
Naomi went.
That one. There we go.
Come on.
All right. Make your attack roll with dexterity modifier. Nope, it plinks off.
May I try again?
Sure, it just takes more time. That's why it took Naomi so much time to get over here. Yeah, it connects.
Okay. I wish to make my leap.
All right,
Alright, that'd be athletics or acrobatics?
acrobatics.
Alright, that's how I like it.
You smack into the wall.
Yay!
but you don't fall.
Well, if I'm like ninjing across the houses, he's like smack, smack.
May I lower myself down?
If you want to.
Yeah, I want to lower myself down to the ground and unhook my grappling hook.
Okay.
And since I haven't seen anything, I know that the sound came from pretty much this general direction over here. I'm going to get on the road. I'm going to run to the hole that is in the wall next to Gerald's house.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to go through that.
If only Gerald looks out his fucking window and sees you all, he's gonna kill you all.
By the way, it is dark. Like, you can barely see where you're going.
I would not be fucking doing this if I didn't have low light.
I don't need low light.
Like, you can maybe see, like, 5 feet in front of you.
Awesome.
Okay. So,
Alright,
you
once
crawl
I get to the hole, I'm going to look around, try and see anyone I can see or any footprints at all.
You don't see jack shit.
I don't see jack shit.
No, you see the ground, you see shapes, but you don't see anything.
Alright, do I hear any movement whatsoever?
You hear movement, yes.
Alright. I'm gonna head toward that, drawing my bow to make sure I'm ready for a fight.
You bump into Saomi.
Andrew, I swear to God, I put that bow away.
Bumping into someone he knows. Andrew blinks.
Wouldn't I see him coming since he can only see 5 feet in front of him and I can see 40?
Yeah, you see it coming.
Like, okay, can I do a stealth check since I'm gonna hear the figure coming and I don't know, like, whether or not he's friendly? Like, this is just would be in character.
What are you hiding behind?
I will. Is there a dresser or a piece of ruin or anything?
There's a pile of rubble to your right.
Yeah, I'll hide behind that.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
I will.
Laugh
do
my
that.
ass off, you bump right into the guy, and we both look at each other.
And you both look at each other
16.
and go, shh.
What is your passive perception with a -5?
That'd be 12.
You don't see him. You don't bump into anybody. You just move towards the
I don't
sound and you
hear
bump into.
anything? Like,
You
hear
hear?
him move around?
Can I?
You hear-
Can I see? Can I see like Andrew just like arms stretched out in front of him, like walking around?
Pretty much.
I'm
And
very-
you bump into a pile of rubble where you heard the sound come from, and it sounds. Whenever the rubble starts falling down and stuff, it pretty much sounds like what you heard.
Alright. Knowing that he can't see that well, Ender is going to shoot a fire arrow.
Of
directly
course
into
he
the
is.
ground
Fucking
Of
God.
5
course,
feet
he's
from
going to
him.
shoot a fire arrow. Yes.
It's ground and it's dirt, so there's no way that the fire could really spread. So I'm just going
5
to shoot
hours
it.
later,
like,
the town is completely
3-4
engulfed in
feet
flames.
Just fucking
Yeah,
down.
aiming right at the ground, he's going to shoot 4 or 5 feet in front of him.
Wait, what? So with your arrow, when you take it out, does it catch on fire, or does it not catch on fire until you shoot it, or how's it work?
It doesn't catch on fire until it hits its target.
So when I see him notch an arrow, I'm gonna have a gun out, like unsure of what he's doing,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
you're notching it, and I'm gonna say, don't shoot that, just from the darkness.
Hearing the voice, Ender's going to blink. He's like, but I need to see. Voice in my head. Why do you not want me
He just
to
wants.
shoot it?
He just wants to see.
What's your guys'
Fire.
passive perception? Yours with a -5, Andrew, and yours at natural, Saomi.
My passive
12, I
perception is 18.
Nope.
Mine's 12.
All right, continue.
Okay,
I got
and
more perception than Navi.
Uh-oh.
I got 19.
you, but that's
Speaking
because you have
to the
a
voice of
more
my
wisdom than I do. Your wisdom helps your perception, I think. So I'm sort of speaking in a hushed voice, like, what are you doing here?
I heard noises, and they said that people are out, and that there's murders and robberies. I'm trying to find that voice in my head. I thought you know that you're me.
I'm just ignoring his comments. Pretty much, I'm just like, I saw someone come in here, and if you shine a light, then they're gonna know exactly where we are.
Well, We're talking, and I'm pretty sure they can hear us, voice in my head.
A blade presses up to your throat, Andrew.
Upon feeling this, Ender goes, voice in my head, I think something's going on.
I think they heard us.
Hey, voice in my head. I
Can I see what's behind him with my low light?
You see a shadowy figure wearing a dark black cloak, and you can't see his face.
Okay.
But you see that he is holding a dagger up to your friend's throat.
I'm standing up against this back wall.
And he's looking directly at you.
Okay, so yeah, obviously knows where I am. I'm standing up against the wall with obviously my gun pointed at him, but not firing anything. I'm gonna say, oh, so there you are.
Why are you here?
You know, just
Voice
checking
in
in.
my head, I think someone's with us. He sounds raspy.
Hey, Toast, I'm about to make you leave. I'm just gonna say, I heard some commotion and I just came to check it out.
This does not concern you. Turn away.
Let go of my friend and we can leave.
Only after you leave.
Only if I leave?
Only if you leave.
How about you let go of him first? I don't, I love to negotiate and everything, but you don't seem like the law-abiding type.
Leave now, or I shall cut him and watch him bleed.
If I were to shoot, what would my negative be?
It would be a -2, and he's using him as a human shield. So if you miss, you hit Andrew.
In character, I would be so. I'm almost positive I would do it.
May I have a turn?
Yeah. First, tell me, what are you doing while we're talking?
Andrew, listening to the voice in his head speak to the man with a knife to his throat.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You can't even
Andrew is
see
very
him.
confused that the man can hear him too. So he blinks.
You're like, Timmy, can you speak?
Hey, voice in my head. How can you communicate with others besides me?
This one appears to be defective.
Yeah, he's a defective friend.
Don't insult me, brain.
He's hardly worth killing.
If you would have not have followed me here, everything would have been fine. Now leave.
Right.
Timmy must bite his face.
Fuck. Can I see anything else about him other than the fact he has a dagger and that he's wearing a black cloak?
You can see that his hands are covered with gloves. You can see that the armor that he wears is a completely black, like blacker than you've ever seen, leather armor. And you can see that the dagger he's holding is very, very sharp looking. And he's holding one hand up to Andrew's throat, and the other hand is wrapped around his gut, pulling him to him.
Okay. So there's no roof. So if I were to shoot a grappling hook at the wall behind me and climb up, it would just be like it would just be the wall area, right?
You wouldn't even really need to do that. It's only like a 7-foot high wall. You could basically just climb up it by making it up.
I'm gonna climb up it actually. I'm gonna climb up because I feel like that would give me an advantage point to see more, since Yoko's construing my view. So I'm gonna turn like I'm leaving. I'm gonna climb up and I'm gonna like glance back to see what I can see.
You can see the same thing.
Same exact thing.
You see a dark cloaked figure holding your friend by knife.
No, I'm gonna say, if I put my weapon away, will you let him go?
You must first jump down to the other side of the wall.
Yeah, alright. That sounds
Andrew,
fair.
upon hearing this, blinks.
I'm going to.
What's in
I'm
my
gonna.
head? How can you jump down a wall?
This is. Shut up, Andrew. Okay, I'm going to. Here's what I'm doing. I'm slinking to the ledge of this wall over here. I'm going to. I'm gonna act like I'm dropping down, but I'm holding on to the lip of it.
As soon as he sees you drop down from it, he pushes Andrew towards the hole and dashes into the darkness.
Hey, suckers!
Can I do a perception check to see if I see where he goes?
You weren't looking in the direction.
Yo,
You can make
you're so
perception.
lucky I didn't shoot him. Like I wanted to so bad, and just take it.
You can
Like-
make a perception to see if you can hear which direction he goes into.
Swings both
Alright.
ways, motherfucker.
I'm going to do that.
Oh yeah, you definitely hear him running towards this direction.
Alright. Then, upon hearing that, Andrew, after being let go, but he still has his bow out since nothing was done about that, and he already has a fire elemental arrow prepared, he's going to turn and fire directly at that direction.
You take a -2 from not actually aiming at anything, but go ahead.
Okay.
I'm climbing back up, obviously, hearing that he got pushed.
The arrow flies
These are
wide.
terrible rolls.
That was already with the negative, just so you know.
You actually get your bonus. No, that is with your bonus from proficiency. It cancels out your proficiency. Never mind. And it flings over to the side and knocks into the wall and explodes into a little bit of flame. And you see the rest of the figure. You see the back of the figure. You can see that leather armor covers his entire body, and the cloak is billowing out wildly. And he's jumping and grabbing up to the top lip of the wall and trying to pull himself over. Hold on real quick.
I love it. He gets all sneaky up to this point, then he just falls on the fucking wall. Just trying to scramble his way fucking back up.
Shit, fuck.
He climbs right on over that wall.
Okay, I'm gonna give chase.
You're giving chase?
Yeah.
Are you going to try to jump over the wall?
Yeah.
Jump over the wall?
Athletics.
Yep.
It's just to climb over this wall, right?
It's to climb over this wall.
Oh, to go on the road right here.
Yep.
Got it. My athletics is... Oh god, that was weird. 7. For some reason I thought it was higher.
I thought mine was higher too.
Yeah. 27.
Boom! You leap over the wall and actually gain a little bit of ground on him. You can see him running out towards the outskirts of town, trying to get away.
How far away is he from me?
Can I follow suit as well? Like, can I help with him?
Try to jump over the wall. Well, you already took your turn, so you're gonna have to wait till.
Well, I didn't think we had initiative, so yeah.
Well, it hasn't broken into combat yet. Are you trying to shoot him in the back?
Actually, technically, it would be my turn. I shot, he ran, Navi jumped, I jumped.
Okay, you jump. Make your jump.
Okay.
But after this, roll initiative.
Okay.
You don't quite make it over. It's a little bit too difficult.
Damn it.
Okay.
You don't quite get your hands clipped in there hard enough.
Do we roll for initiative now?
Yes, you do.
D20 plus 5. 21.
Hold on. Give me a second. I've got to roll for his.
Did I roll my initiative or not yet?
Well, yeah, you're rolling for your initiative. And
Nice initiative.
Yeah.
So Yoko didn't make it over the wall, though. Is he still in it?
yeah, he's still behind the wall.
Cloaked figure.
I think that's. Oh, one more.
Yeah, where are you rolling at?
GM roll.
Ah,
It's an
I was
invisible
like,
thing, so we can't see.
it.
So, Saomi, your turn.
How
see-
how far? I gained some ground on him. How close is he to me?
He's about 10 feet away from you.
Does he know that I'm behind him, or was it like
He
good enough?
he hears you land on the other side of the wall.
Really? That was perfect fucking land.
So that just means you
Damn.
were able to do it quicker. It doesn't mean you're doing it quietly.
Okay. Is there any bonus for being behind him? If I were to
No,
attack? Okay.
he knows you're there, so it doesn't work like a old school to where whenever
Is-
you're behind somebody, it's a back attack.
Is anyone else around me, or is it just me chasing a guy down? Hold on, I have to move this. Down this road. And
He's
there's-
running. He's running this way. He's running out.
Oh, okay.
He's running to the point where y'all not have spaces anymore.
Like what's out here? And
Flatlands,
just flatlands. Okay,
flatlands, and rolling hills.
I'm gonna shoot him twice in the back.
Give me that roll.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find this. D20 plus 7. 16, 10.
No, nope. You shoot wide, and he looks back at you for a second, and you still can't see his face.
I think it cut out.
Okay.
Andrew, it is your turn. You are still on the other side of the wall, and Saomi, you are
I'm
right there.
attempting to hop that shit again.
Okay, hop it.
Alright.
Oh, by
That's
the way, did
athletic,
you want to
right?
move, Saomi? I forgot to ask if you wanted to move.
I'm just chasing him.
Oh, okay.
With well, it's just flatland, so I'm gonna keep some distance between me, but like 40 feet.
Yeah, you hop over the wall. That counts as your move action, and you have a standard action.
Gotcha. I'm going to use my perception to try to know where they ran, judging from their sound.
Oh yeah.
Well, all right, make a roll for it.
Cool.
You have a vague idea of where they went. You can't see them though.
Alright. And that was already my move action, so can I shift?
No,
No, shifting is your move action.
Alright, well,
you
I
can
guess
use
I'm, like,
you can use a standard action to keep moving.
I'm not gonna waste that.
Well, dude, your turn is going to end anyway, so you can use the keep
Yeah.
chase.
It refreshes.
Wait, oh
anyway.
yeah, standard action, yeah, go. I'm running
So when
after
you-
them.
Okay. You're running after him. And he. Let's do this. Hold on, I gotta
Like
look
some
at it.
weird smoke bomb shit on us.
You'll see. You'll see.
Oh. I figured.
I knew I should have woken up.
You shouldn't have gone to bed like me.
I hear Santa on the roof. You're still helping me cook potatoes. I don't care how tired you are.
Dude, Andrew said he would. He's a man of his word.
I know. Doesn't matter how. I don't care if you fall asleep with the shovel. You help me cook potatoes.
He turns invisible.
Shit.
And let's roll this. Boom! Alright. And that's
Can
he
you
just
roll that on here so we can see it and it's actually on the recording?
Oh, well, it was a 27.
Ah,
Was that his stealth check?
That was a stealth check. Whenever he becomes invisible, he can take a minor action to make a hidden check. So now he has a benefit of total concealment, and you have nothing to shoot at. You just see shadows climb up around him, and he's gone from sight.
Okay. We
And he
shouldn't
ends his
chase this
turn.
anymore. I'm disengaging. I can see Andrew like very clearly, like with his bow, like trying to figure out where shit is, right?
I suppose so.
Okay. I'm gonna like tap him on the shoulder and say, "You got away. Let's go." And I'm just gonna climb back over this wall.
I'm feeling, the man touch his shoulder and hearing the voice in his head speak again. Andrew pauses and goes, "Okay, he got away? Damn. Now will you tell me how you can talk and communicate with people outside
No,
my
you
head
can
and make
see him
physical
now.
contact?"
No, he can't see him. No, he still can't see him. It's still dark.
No, I'm just saying we walked up and like touched him on the shoulder. He's
Oh
standing
yeah,
right
now
there.
now you
Yeah.
can see him. You can see him.
Xiaomi, where'd you come from?
I'm like again, just Sammy has no time for your shit. He's like, let's go.
Okay. Andrew says as he follows.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the inn.
And that
Yeah,
dagger
I'm assuming that
stabs through your
it's.
back.
I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be morning soon. I'm just gonna sit in the inn, the main room.
Okay, Andrew, what do you do?
I'm gonna go to my room. And I'm going to rest for however much time it is until sun comes out.
I will say with a combination of your sleeping on top of the building for an hour, and we'll say that that only took place within the span of like 30 minutes. So you got about 4 hours of sleep.
Okay.
So you don't start taking negatives because you got enough sleep to where you don't have sleep deprivation, but you are groggy.
Yeah.
Great, a groggy, insane guy. That's good.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do until morning?
Nope.
I'm just gonna make sure the clips in my gun I have full ammo in them. And I'm just gonna polish the blades on my guns a bit. That's all. Just sort of idle work.
That's it?
Yep.
Toast said something.
But yeah, I was essentially Quinn wakes up like I imagine early in the morning,
Yes, you all wake up early in the morning.
and then he wakes up. He immediately starts singing again. Hills are
It's a-
alive with the sound of music. No. Okay, can I train? Can Toast start training the other prisoners to sing with him?
Sure, you all get a rousing chorus of song. It is not pretty, but it is song.
Stop me now. I'm having a good time. Having a good time.
Ready to explode. But yeah, all of you start singing. Even Bubba joins in. It's doing the best he can, but he can't quite sing. He doesn't understand the concept of melody.
Okay, Treasure's gonna wake up bright and early, and he's going to grab his staff. He's gonna leave his room. He's gonna go down, sit in the inn, and just wait for everyone to wake up.
So you're walking downstairs naked, carrying a staff?
No, I went to bed in my clothes. He just laid in his bed and went to sleep.
So okay, you better be glad you're not wearing armor. Okay, you do.
I didn't know we had to sit there and actually say we stripped before we went to bed and shit.
Well, usually if you go to sleep and you're wearing armor and you know, I'm gonna automatically say you took it off. So unless you say you put it back on, you're just wearing normal clothes.
Okay.
But since you're just wearing cloth anyway, it doesn't matter.
It sounded like you were deliberately trying to fuck him off.
I was the one to be walking downstairs naked. I was. But anyway, you walk downstairs.
Okay,
in your clothes.
okay.
GM
He's
wants
just-
it to be a little spicy.
Are we
Indeed,
doing
I
the
do.
thing? Are we gonna have to do the thing where we need food, and we're gonna start taking eggs if we don't have it?
You just, you know, until we actually start getting, you know, used to this stuff.
I didn't know
I'm
if
not-
you were gonna have us pay for it or what, or if it comes with the room.
It comes with the room,
Okay.
and the mayor's paying for it.
I'm just gonna eat breakfast now.
Right, so I was gonna sit there and have breakfast. He's gonna wait for everyone else
Oh.
to come down.
By the way, Shizen, after the trial, come see me.
Is there anything wrong?
No, just an offer free.
I got plans with Andrew to sit there and take him to the farms in the morning, so I'll see how long I can keep him busy.
Sure.
He's gonna make sure that Andrew's not around when he says
Does
this.
Quinn get a shower?
No, you stay in your room. You stay in
Do
the
I
cell.
have a shower?
No,
You can shower him in music.
you do not get a shower.
Yeah.
So you are smelly as of right now.
I'm guessing I take negatives to my charisma for that.
No. It's just you smell weird.
You got some
So-
serious funk on you, man.
So what do you guys want to do until 3 p.m.?
I want to awaken.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
everybody's
I'm
up.
awaken and I want to.
Oh,
get
we are
dressed.
actually up? Okay.
Everybody
well,
wakes up.
Yeah, I'm awakening and I'm getting dressed and I'm heading downstairs. Upon getting there, I walk to one of the tables, flop down on the chair, slam my hands on the table, and say, "Flapjacks!"
They bring you some pancakes and look at you dirtily.
Yes. Andrew
so wait,
proceeds to eat
do
that.
every
not even
time we
thanking
wake
whoever
up and
brought it
stuff,
to
we
me.
have to eat and stuff?
You don't have to, but you know.
At least not yet. Like food and water. is just
So
gonna be
later on in
flat.
the game, we will have forceful, like, you have to eat and stuff like that?
Yeah. you
Okay.
will.
So I also wake up. I'm already clothed in the same clothing as I did before, because the way I sleep is to sleep in a cross-legged meditation type look. If that makes any sense. So I go downstairs where Shizen and Andrew both are, and just wait for Shizen to say something to me about what he had planned for today.
After seeing the two come down, he's gonna look towards both of them. And okay, well now that you're both here, go ahead and finish your food. So after the farmers near the outskirts of town. I was able to speed up the farmers' crops a bit. We have a full load of potatoes that we got to help him harvest this morning, as much as we can handle. I told him I'd bring along some help since when I was growing it, the soil made it where we couldn't really plant anything for the rest of the year. So in order to kind of make it up, I was wanting to try to see what we could do to help him out. So he fills you all in. And should you all...
Sorry.
Here, it's fine. Should
Andrew
you all
only
finish
half
food...
listening, for he is eating his pancakes. He sort of nods every time you try to take a breath. Then once you're done talking, he looks over to Sayomi. His mouth's still partially filled with pancakes. He goes, "Who do you think that guy was?"
I'm just ignoring him.
Upon being ignored, Andrew begins talking loud. "Who do you think that guy was?"
I sort of like scowl at him a little bit, and I just go back to staring off, like thinking.
You can tell Shizen heard, and he understood basically with the muffled words, like who that guy was. He knows something happened, even if it wasn't at night, or at least sometime. So he knows something happened between you two, but he doesn't know what. Instead, he looks towards you, sat there, and he's not really knowing if you've been around the town much. He actually doesn't anything really to do here, like tasks that people want, stuff that can pass the time. He's still looking for stuff to distract Andrew. You want to answer?
Naomi?
I'm.
thought-
If I'm finished with breakfast, I'm leaving the inn.
Not since while we're eating. I'm asking if there's anything around, like things we can do in town to keep busy.
Oh,
It's like right after Yoko talked to you. I was asking you that.
yeah. I said yeah. That's why I'm asking you to meet me after the trial.
You have 8 hours to kill.
I'm not sure if we can do what I have in mind in 8 hours.
No, I was gonna sit there and go take them to the sport, and us go do shit while you're doing your own thing, and see if we can find something just simple.
Other than you're doing your potato thing?
It's not gonna take maybe an hour with 3 of us there just picking potatoes. I doubt that would last until what 3 o'clock.
Sure. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pull out that paper with the goblin contract thing on it, and I'm gonna look for like a last known location where it says it was.
It says to speak to the mayor.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Oh, I'm
gonna
gonna be
s-
speaking to the mayor soon too.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I'll
Alright,
be
I'm
the
gonna
one
go.
who says guilty or not guilty.
I'm gonna say, hey, when you get a chance, come meet me down at the town hall, and I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna go to the town hall to go find the mayor.
Andrew, having his feelings hurt for Sayomi doesn't wish to talk to him, but he'll talk to the other person. Frowns. Do I get a fork and a knife with my pancakes?
No, you have to eat with your hands.
Do I get a plate?
He's like a 3-year-old just grabbing and mashing up, going, yeah.
You don't even have a plate. They just lay it on the ground in front of you. Not even on the table, on the ground.
Sounds yummy.
Of course you have a plate and a knife and a fork, dude. Come on.
Hey, I don't. Everyone knows I'm crazy. I would not put it past you that I wouldn't.
I mean, it's like a butter knife, but it's a knife.
Is anybody watching or looking at Andrew?
Oh God.
Only the people that are sitting around you. I mean, everybody else is busy doing their own thing.
Like any of the work staff or anyone notable that would actually note that I'm doing something.
Not really. They're all walking around serving people.
Okay, I wish to try to stealthily take the knife and slide it into my back pocket. Actually, not my
butter
back
knife.
pocket, but in my backpack.
And a butter knife.
A thievery check on your butter knife.
Can I have this?
Sure, nobody's actually looking at you, so there's no real reason. You know,
Okay.
I don't want it.
I acquire a butter knife.
what the fuck
I
do you
have a
want a
feeling
butter
that he's
knife,
gonna
dude?
become
I want
over-encumbered
things.
really quick.
I see the reasoning for him taking that. Actually, of all people, to see the reasoning.
Yay.
If I was in his position, I would do the same thing.
He's
Alright,
just
so I
taking
find-
random shit and hoping it pays off.
No, like
I'm not hoping. I know it's gonna
this
fail.
time it actually makes sense though. His other things didn't make sense. But.
Everything will pay off eventually.
Maybe.
Alright, so I'm gonna get up from my chair and I'm going to walk off outside, waiting for Shizen to show me where the farm is.
Okay, is that there? Vex, are you done eating? Yes.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. Sorry. Yeah, I am.
Okay, after finishing his own meal, he gets up, he proceeds to head outside. He knows that Andrew's already waiting for him, and so then he begins to lead you all to the farm. Which I'm gonna take a play around.
It doesn't matter. You're just at the farm now.
Okay.
It's
He's doing great.
No, we're walking there.
It's
We're walking
hilarious
there.
watching
Let's
guys
go.
go tick, 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 like slow as hell.
okay. keep
God, you're
walking.
so slow,
Okay.
dude.
Shizen gets there, he's gonna look around and see if he sees the farmer.
The farmer is he is already outside and working.
He's gonna walk up to him and say, I'm here, where would you like us to start? And he's gonna gesture towards the parties with him.
Well, you just start picking stuff up, putting it in the big bucket.
Aye, aye, sir. Andrew says, giving the man a friendly salute.
He spits out a thing of black liquid.
Mutton. Andrew replies in response to the man spitting. He proceeds to walk over to where the plants are.
Shizen's gonna walk over to Andrew, making sure he knows, okay, don't be too rough with them. If you damage them and come out, they can't sell them. So you have to be careful when you pull these out.
Gotcha. Just
He-
like
he-
a baby's skull.
Yes, he's not really going to think much on it. He's just going to agree with him. Yes, just like a baby's skull. Make sure you don't damage him because this is the man's food that he has to use to get by through the year. So don't-
Potatoes, carrots, peas, radishes, you know, that kind of stuff.
Andrew, moving in super slow motion, he inches toward the fruit.
There's no fruit,
grasping
it's
it
vegetables.
very carefully.
There's no fruit, it's vegetables.
Vegetables.
Also, potatoes is starch.
Grabbing
right?
a hold of it gently and pulling up with the bare minimum amount of strength required to pull it out. If he succeeds, he places it in the bucket and walks over to the next one.
So you guys spend how long do you want to keep working without taking a break? Like how often do you guys want to take breaks?
Until I would say Shizen's going to work until he gets, at least he starts to feel a little bit of fatigue. And then he's going to take a break and he's going to start meditating.
Every like hour and a half or so, you know, it gets a little bit backbreaking having to bend down and pull a potato or a carrot out of the ground. So every hour and a half or so, you guys take a break, take a breather,
Take a whiz.
take a whiz. The farmer every once in a while he'll bring out some lemonade and share it with everybody.
Yay! I like lemonade.
I thought he didn't have any fruits.
he didn't personally make this fruit. He, got it from someone else.
Okay.
Okay, now
I'm sure here.
Okay, it may sound like a stupid question, but do we have to manually say that we're washing our clothes so we're not wearing the same
No.
thing over and over again with farm work and shit on it?
No, you just wash your clothes at the end of the day. But until
Okay.
you wash it, it's there.
Okay, I want to make sure.
I mean, come
Technically,
on.
Shizen would have. I'm just saying Shizen had dried blood, everything else on the front of his clothes before, and I never did anything to get it off. So I want to make sure I wasn't walking around with dried blood and dirt and fruit stuff, vegetables on me.
I'm not that much of a hard ass, man.
I just wanted to make sure because you don't want me to walk downstairs
Dude,
naked.
it is kind of acceptable that he's asking these questions if you're gonna say, "Are you walking downstairs naked then?"
See, but that was a joke. I'm just.
Oh.
Come on,
I just
guys.
wanted to make sure what the whole
GM
thing
can't
was.
You're just putting everyone on edge by doing that, I guess. I don't know.
I'm meaning it to be funny. I'm not meaning to make you guys feel.
Yeah, I know. I laughed at it.
Okay, since we have to have like foods like that, is hygiene. It's like actually like so weird, like take negative stealth checks where we just smell really, really bad.
No,
Okay,
you take, as long as you.
That's the reason I asked about the showers.
You just smell funny. You don't take any negatives for smelling funny until
Oh,
you
yeah.
go
Now,
like
I have
a
a
couple.
question.
What?
The
What's
ring
up?
that I'm going to give Toast. Will it give him any more, like, charisma, since it's so pretty?
No, it's just a pretty looking ring. Unless you have something that directly boosts your stats,
Gotcha.
it will not boost anything.
One day I wish for a magic hat.
Okay, well, Shizen is basically he's just gonna keep working the field until it's done.
Does everybody else continue working the field until it's done?
Yes, but right after it's done, I'm
I
going
don't
to try
stop
to walk
working.
away.
At about 3 o'clock, you get done.
Wait,
Oh.
wait. We started at 6 a.m.
No, you started at 8 a.m.
Yeah, we woke up at 6.
We...
And
Alright.
we started heading out.
I just didn't think it'd take us 2 hours to eat and walk over to the farm.
You spoke to me with your pancakes in your mouth really slowly.
Well, think about it this way. You wake up at 6 a.m. Then you get dressed. Then you walk around, continue waking yourself up, use the bathroom, take a shower, whatever else you do whenever you wake up. Then you go downstairs, order food. It takes some time to prepare it, and then bring it to you. You sit there and eat the food and having conversation while eating, so it takes you longer to eat. Then you have to get up, and they come to your place and stuff, and then you start walking to an area. So all in all, it would take you about 2 hours to finish everything that requires you to do, everything that you
Gotcha.
do whenever you wake up, and then get over there.
Solid argument.
Although it'd still be around 7 hours that we're working on this farm.
It's a big-ass farm.
It's huge. It's like a big fucking private plantation.
Don't compare.
You told
its
Naomi
size
that you
on
would
the
take an
map.
hour.
I did?
Yeah.
I remember giving you a time.
You're like, yeah, dude, it's only potatoes and stuff. It should only take like an hour.
It's not
Yeah,
potatoes,
so
carrots.
if it's till
peas.
3, then we just spent 7 hours doing nothing but picking potatoes.
Do you understand how long it actually takes in real life to farm?
That takes a long ass.
Ridiculously long.
Okay,
Yeah,
well-
I understand that, but
If not
there's
days.
4 of us.
And then take into account they don't have the machinery that we do now. It could take an entire day to just pick a part of a field back then.
At
If you
7
want to,
hours,
I
it's
can-
understandable.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, seeing Andrew try to walk away when they finish, he turns towards Vezz and says, "Distract him for me."
With
Sat there. Just don't let him go off on his own.
okay.
Sat
Should-
there.
Should
he
I
go off
know
just to
why?
distract him? Say,
Should I
just
know
don't.
why?
I just don't trust him by himself. You've seen the things he's already done.
That I have, and he says with a sigh.
And Shizen then makes his way over to the farmer. Sit there and
Oh
let him
shit,
know.
Andrew's already leaving me. Oh
Well,
god.
you're talking as I'm walking away. So.
Run, chase him,
And
chase
I'm
him.
gonna go to the farmer, and I'm gonna sit there and.
Oh god, oh god.
I am in the townhouse.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to the farmer. I'm hoping Vezz can distract him enough. and I'm
I
gonna go talk
approach
to
the townhouse.
No, I'm getting my mouth shut up.
Okay, the farmer says, well, if you give me your deal tomorrow, I'll bring you the money it takes to sell this.
Translation?
If you wait till tomorrow after he gets done selling it, he will he will meet you out here outside of his house and give you the money for working and helping him pick it.
I get to come there too? Okay,
What?
Shaisen agrees, and says, well, I'll be back here in the morning then. Shaisen leaves. And he right now he tries to find where Vezz and Andrew went, and just to make sure he goes to the jail, just to try and hope to God
Alright,
he's
so
not
I'm
there.
arriving first, and then Monkman, and then you later.
You had one job.
As you
So
get
I'm at
there,
the
the trial
townhouse.
is already underway.
Can I do my little action before
Yes, you
while
can.
this promising? Okay, I'm going to find the mayor's office, however it takes, and just all I'm doing is asking details about the goblin job.
He tells you that there is if you travel north for like a day, it turns out that there's a cave that leads into the ground. It is not a mountainous cave. It is pretty much a hole that these goblins have dug in the ground and, dug their way into the ground. And turns out that it's pretty much, the military's job to take care of monster infestations. And they were just posting that up there. That way, whenever, part of the military comes through, they know that there is a goblin infestation to the north and they want somebody to clear them out, and they will pay the gold that, usually comes along with the military services to get it done.
How much money do you get? How many are there? How well they armed? Like basic details like that.
It's a base pay of 100 gold, and if you take out the leader, you get additional 2 gold for every extra goblin killed.
Ooh.
Okay, I see. And does he know how many there are?
He has no idea how many there are, and to
Okay.
prove that you actually killed them, you have to cut off the goblin's ears. And for the leader, you have to take his sign of leadership to bring back as well. And if you bring back the sign of
I cut out, if you could repeat that.
which part did you not hear? Like, what was the last part you heard?
You said something about the leader getting it, and then it cut out.
Sign of
Okay.
leadership.
Sign of leadership. If you kill the goblin leader and you bring back the sign of leadership, you get additional 10 gold on top of the 100 gold and the ability to get 2 gold per goblin ear. And the goblin's sign of leadership could be anything. Like,
Okay.
you don't know. He doesn't know.
Okay.
He just knows that he sent scouts out and they found that this cave was infested with goblins.
Can you give me like one of those like really like standard issue maps that town maps have, like of the area, and can you like mark an X of where it is, just so I know?
Oh yeah, he takes your map from you because you have a map,
Cool.
and he marks on the map where the rough area where the goblin cave is, and you notice that it is probably about a day's hike out towards the area. There's no roads leading towards there.
Well, good thing we have something better than hiking.
All right, cool.
Bless you.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Thank you.
All right, I thank him, and we can go to the trial thing now.
Okay.
And
Are
since
You
you
gonna
arrived
go to the
first,
trial, Navi?
Oh yeah.
He's already at the trial.
yeah, he was talking to the mayor, which is most likely in the town hall, which is also the jail, and where we're having this.
The jail is underneath the town hall, and the mayor's office is in a shoot-off room from the main area of
Yeah,
the
no,
town.
I'm just saying it's all in the same building, so naturally he would be there.
Yes. Toast,
Okay.
after a little while of you waiting into the day and you singing and teaching the rest of the people to sing, the guards come in and drag you out of your cell and carry you into the main town hall area and sit you up on a stand.
I don't put up a fight. I walk with him.
Walk in the
I'm talking with him the
green
entire
light.
time. I'm talking with him. Just making small talk. Like, so, what am I in for? Actually, now that I think about it.
They don't say anything to you, and whenever they get you to the area, they chain you to the ground.
Well, this is a hard way to make friends. Quinn says. They're looking down, kind of like, a little sad.
Seeing all this, like seeing him walk up on the stage and being chained to it, sits quietly in the back where he doesn't want to cause his friend trouble. He's just there for moral support.
And after a couple of more minutes, the mayor walks out and sits on a raised dais, I guess you would call it. But it's not, 12 feet in the air. It's just like a little bit raised off from the floor and sitting in front of the stage. And everybody else is sitting in they're kind of like pews, but they're not, pews. They're like, chairs that are a little bit elongated to fit more than one person.
Quinn bows his head
I'm gonna have
respectfully towards the mayor.
I'm gonna have Shizen sit next to Andrew, just to try and keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't cause any trouble, because he
And I'll
trusts
sit
the
behind
he's trying to get
both
his
of them.
friend out.
But
Because
did you say a mayor was in here?
No, the mayor.
The mayor.
Oh, okay.
A mayor is sitting with you guys, and he's not, bursting into flames in anger, but he's sitting there smoldering, and he's putting off a little bit of body heat.
Am I sitting next to him?
I don't know, are you?
I wish to be.
No.
Yes.
okay, on what side of him are you on?
I want him to be to my right and you to my left.
Okay, I'm gonna be to your left, and I sat there. I'm gonna have my staff in my left hand, so I'm not sticking it between your legs.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be sitting next to you.
I'm just noting that when the mayor walks in, Quinn inclines his head respectfully, just kind of like,
I got you.
I didn't even know a mayor knew about this shit.
Well, he
I'm
was.
pretty sure everyone.
Whenever the trial was called, guards walked into the inn because they know that you guys are guarding the caravan. They got the commanding officer of the caravan and brought him in so he can see the proceedings.
All right, fair ugh.
All right.
No one's gonna
Andrew,
pay my bail
sitting
then.
a mayor next to him.
All right.
He smiles. He's
Is
like,
there a bail I
Hey.
can pay?
how you doing?
And you tell me what was doing.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
My call dropped.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay, Andrew asked him. how
Andrew
he was
is
doing.
smiling and looking up at Amir happily. He's like, so, how you doing?
Look up at who?
A mayor.
Amir.
He looks over at you, and a little bit of a flare of fire pops out of his eye for a second, and he just goes, and looks back up at the stage.
I haven't done anything bad in a while.
Oh no.
It's been like a day.
It's been a day.
It's been like an entire day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like your squad's already gotten itself into trouble again.
Don't worry about it.
Can I
He's a nice person. It'll be over good.
Can I hear that? Can
Well,
hear
I mean-
what's going on in the back?
Sure.
Quinn would. I can hear that definitely.
Sure.
Quinn's head just whips around and he glares and he just shouts, "You shot me, you stupid!" And he just immediately stops. He pauses. He looks around and he's like, "I apologize. I'm sorry."
Amir's
Andrew,
eyes go wide for a second, and he looks over at Andrew and says, "Is what he says true, boy?"
Hey, that's racist. I'm not the only one with a ranged weapon here. Andrew says as he crosses his arms and looks away.
The
I have no idea
arrow.
what you just said. I have no idea what you said. My call dropped.
Andrew, upon hearing what Amir says, calls him racist because he's not the only one with a ranged weapon, and he looks away while crossing his arms.
I still couldn't hear you. My call dropped again. Sorry.
Wow.
He's calling him racist and saying, "Why do you think it's me? I'm not the only one with a ranged weapon."
Well, I mean,
Looking
Toast was
forward.
looking directly at you.
We're all pretty much sitting around. He could have
There
been
was
saying it to anybody.
Sayomi hasn't said where he's at yet.
Well,
So-
we're in the very back, so there's many people, so anyone could have shot.
I'm sitting near the front.
Okay. So like, am I allowed to ask the mayor questions about what I'm gonna do?
Not yet. The trial hasn't actually, started. Whenever everybody gets done with what they wanted to do, I will say what happens as you're talking. It's happening at the same
I'm
time.
just saying Quinn apologizes for his outburst. It's just that it's not every day he gets shot with an arrow.
Yeah, Andrew's still just kind of like, crossed arms. making
Would
sure not
Shizen
to look at
recommend?
Amir.
Would
Like, you're
Shizen
racist,
recognize Amir as the commander, like of those three?
Yes, he would recognize Amir as the commander because
Okay.
his patch actually shows a mark of command.
Okay, Shizen's just gonna sigh out. He's gonna leave Amir to handle him. He's not really gonna worry about that much. He's just gonna watch what happens to see what the other guard's fate is, while still keeping an eye in case he gets away from Amir. Then he has to restrain him.
Okay.
Do I have anywhere to sit? Like, or am I just chained to a wall where I'm standing?
You're chained to the floor and you're standing up.
Oh.
So, Saomi's sitting in the front. Amer, Shizen, Andrew, and Vezz, where did you say you were?
We're in the very back.
But where's the...
I'm sitting right behind Andrew.
Okay. Do you want to say anything or do anything?
No, I don't have anything to say. I'm just following the requests that Shizen had given me.
Why to distract him, not let him get out of your sight?
Well, you said you don't trust him to be alone, so you want somebody to be with him at all times.
True.
So I'm still following that request.
Okay. Well, as you guys are talking and doing all your stuff, you see Gerald walking in from a side entrance, and you see somebody you've never seen before walking from the opposite entrance, instead opposite of Gerald, and they both turn to face the mayor. And the mayor says, "What are the charges against the man?" He says rather boredly, looking down at his paper, scribbling stuff. And Gerald says, "This boy broke into my house, claiming to be..."
Don't worry, let him say his shit.
This boy broke in my house under the false pretenses of coming to learn. Once he was inside of my house, he charmed me, attacked my will, and stole from me. I want him to be locked up and be stripped of his rank of the military. And the man standing next to him says, "Your Honor, this boy is nothing more than someone that is freshly out of the military. We have no real evidence that he was stealing from the man. We just know that the boy was there whenever something came missing, and we searched the boy and there was nothing on him. So his charges are baseless." And the mayor listens to both of them. They go on talking for a little bit. And it never comes up that there was the spyglass unless somebody says something about it. It never comes up that nobody wants to say anything about the spyglass or anything.
What is? Can I tell how the? Wait, is just the mayor decide what's going to happen, or is there a jury?
The mayor decides what's going to happen, but both of them are.
Can I tell how the mayor's feeling one way or another?
He said give me an insight check.
Okay. Well, my passive insight, or
No,
like
your
straight
active
skill
insight. Yeah, your active insight.
Insight is only 3, so I'm gonna have to see how it works. 16. That's pretty good.
You can tell that the mayor is bored. He doesn't look like he wants to be here. He looks like he has plenty of other things to be worrying about. And he looks like he just wants to get this over with, but he doesn't think that the boy actually deserves to go to prison. He looks like he deserves a slap on the wrist and to be sent back into his commander, whose commander is probably going to have a worse punishment than anything that the mayor could actually do himself.
Okay, so it seems like this is just a domestic thing that, from what I can tell, Quinn is just going to get off pretty easily because the mayor just looks bored.
Pretty much.
Okay, yeah. If that's the case, then I don't need to butt in.
Okay. After a little bit of time of deliberation, the mayor says, "That's enough. That's enough. I don't need to hear any more of this." The boy, obviously, he probably committed some kind of wrongdoing, knowing these fresh military brats always trying to prove themselves in some sort of way. But we have no actual proof of what he did. So the only real thing that I can do against him is he was detained here for a night, so that's punishment that I can give him. And we're going to turn him back over to his commanding officer, who will decide what to do with him from there. Unfortunately, we cannot punish him further without having some sort of evidence. Gerald doesn't look like he's pleased with this, but he doesn't try to press it further, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And the man over to his left looks like he's very pleased with himself.
Yeah, he won the trial, technically.
Yep. So, after a few more minutes, the guards come up to him and said, "Tostaros Quinn?" What an
Yes,
odd
sir.
name.
Greatest swordsman in the world.
Right. Upon the findings of this court find it not that you're not guilty, but there is insufficient evidence to actually prosecute you.
It's called no contest.
No contest. There we go. So we are releasing you back into the custody of your commanding officer, but we are ordering you to stay away from Gerald's house and to stay away from Gerald himself. And if you come back in, if you create more problems in this town, we will use this against you and then charge you to the full extent of the law of what you've done to cause additional problems. Do you understand what I've said to you, son?
Understood, sir, he says with a salute.
Alright, get him out of here. And everybody starts filing out.
Alright, cool.
I gotta get my stuff.
They bring you your stuff.
I'm checking my money.
Andrew waits
I'm
for
checking
Quinn
my money.
to
I'm
approach
checking
him.
my money, by the way.
You have all of your money. They don't steal. They don't take anything from you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm waiting for Quinn to come our way.
Quinn, like, actually, you see Quinn, like, slide on all the stuff. He kisses his hat and he puts it back on his head, like,
Bubba, sad. You go. Oh.
No worries, Bubba. I'll return to visit.
Yay.
Work on the
That
file.
sounds like a bad thing to say.
We'll work on
Give
the
Bubba a
file.
hug.
I'll return. Foreshadow to be put into prison again.
He runs up. Bubba runs up to you and squeezes you harder than you've ever been squeezed in your entire life. You can feel your ribs. You can feel your ribs start to creak and your arms kind of start flailing at the bottom of they're against your will. It looks like the muscles are jumping in your arms.
Yes, thank you, Bubba.
Bubba love, Bubba.
Yes. Okay. I can't breathe.
He lets you
Upon
down.
seeing this, a single tear goes from Andrew's eyes. Ah, young friendship.
Oh god.
He waves with a weak smile, considering, but he walks out. He's walking out. He's getting out of here. He walks out. His smile drops. He looks angry. He walks right up to me. He's like, "How long till we get out of this town?"
Amer.
Are you talking to Amer or me?
Mayor.
Well, son, it's gonna be about another day and a half before we can actually get back on the road.
Oh, thank goodness. This has been crazy. I've been shot twice already.
You've been shot?
Yeah. Once in the shoulder, the other in the stomach. With a blatant arrow. At this point, he just fucking glares at fucking Andrew. I'm not pressing this. But that happens again, I'm popping your head like a grape. And he's like, am I gonna have to answer for anything for this? Because this is crazy. Yeah, he turns to a mayor.
Well,
Andrew, to answer him,
Don't
just
even...
winks, unseen by Amir, but he winks to Tostaros to say, like, pretty much, yeah, I get you.
Alright, good. That was we got an understanding.
And he smiles.
well, you got held over for not. Looks like they gave you a little bit of a rough time, and you got shot in the gut. So it looks like you might have learned from your lesson. But if it happens again,
Yeah,
if they don't punish you, I'm gonna punish you.
Understood, sir.
I'm gonna walk up now. I'm speaking to Amir, but broadly enough so the rest of the group that is standing around can hear. I'm gonna say, sir, I got a job from the mayor to clear out a bandit camp north of here, and I was planning on taking some hired help and Quinn along with me. If you'd like to come, you're welcome to. But I wanted to. Oh, sorry, I meant Goblin Camp. Just put that word in. If you'd like to come, there's money in it for you. The mayor's paying all of us. If not, then we'll be back in about a day.
Well, looks like this looks like it's gonna be a good chance to see what you guys can do if you're working in a group. Do you have any suggestions for someone you can take along with us?
Yes, sir.
Andrew smiles big.
I don't know how to describe a race I've never seen before that they've. I'm gonna take the guy who looks like a bush.
Mayor looks over at.
His eyebrows gonna raise. He's gonna look down at his skin. He's gonna contemplate. Do I really look like a bush? He's not gonna say. He's gonna look at his arm. He's just gonna think about that for a moment.
So, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go, and I know for a fact that this guy can change into animals. So he's a druid. I know that for a fact. I don't know much else about him. I've never seen someone like him before, but a druid would be super helpful for us.
So you hail
Andrew
from them
raises
there
his
Sid
hand and
lands,
says, "Can Andrew raise his hand?"
Sure.
Wait,
go ahead.
what did Amir say? I'm sorry.
So he looks over at Shies and he's like, so you hail from them there Sid lands, do you?
You can go, sir. I do.
Would you like to be involved in this?
If it wouldn't be too much trouble, I would like to help out. Since you all did help that. But you said since you did protect the caravan, it'd help us out. Although he did his own work, we said since you all are protectionists.
If you're looking to make some money, it's in there for you.
I appreciate it.
Andrew's
Yeah, I'll
hand
check it
still
out.
in the air.
Okay, what do you
Hold
want?
on.
What do you? He looks over at Andrew's like, son, why are you raising your hand?
It's polite. I didn't want to cut you off.
What is it?
I want to vouch for the plant man. He is an acceptable fighter. He would make very well with our ranks. I've seen him fight. He took down 3 just like me.
Alright, is there anybody else that we need?
Monkman!
I'm gonna say, sir, do you have a method of transportation faster than walking?
Not really.
Because I happen to have that hover bike that you saw us take in my possession, and I know that me and Quinn can ride on it, and I bet I can take Shizen if he were to like be a bird with me as well. So that's 3 of us who can get there much quicker. We can get this done faster.
What about the monk?
Okay, out of character.
I
What are you
don't
gonna
know.
do?
I don't know about Vezz like at all out of character.
That's why Yoko tried to sit there and say, I'm
Yeah.
good about you.
Andrew shouted Monkman.
Well, how is Andrew and the monk gonna get there if they're gonna just take off and leave?
I don't know. I have to act in character, dude. This is how I would do it. I wouldn't walk there if I have a hover bike.
Okay. Well, son, that would leave me and this guy right here without a way to get you would quickly outpace us. So I'm gonna say it wouldn't be that great of an idea to take your hover bike.
Aye, alright. Fair enough.
But there's no one else willing to do a little bit of work to make some money. He says that pretty loud.
Vezz.
Andrew turns around and looks
Vezz,
right
this
Well,
is
no,
at
your
I
Vezz.
thought
massive
Andrew
cue.
already said my name. I was waiting for Andrew to do his whole thing.
Yeah,
Saying it loudly.
Andrew's gonna turn directly at Vezz and point at him. Very sternly. While saying him.
Amara looks over at the man and says, "Well, are you down for this? There's money in it."
I'd be willing to help. I do not need the money, though.
I'll take his share, no problem.
He is my vehicle.
All right, that's fine with me. We set. Is there any deadline that we need to worry about?
No. The mayor mentioned that he was waiting just for a military group to take care of it. But I say, as long as we're waiting for repairs, we might as well just do it for the extra cash.
Is there any kind of time you guys want to set out, or?
I'm ready whenever you are, sir.
I've been cooped up inside a cell all night. I'm ready to move a little bit.
Well,
Here
might
we
as well
go.
move out now.
Let's
And
go.
it all fades to black as you guys walk towards the north, going towards your known location of the Goblin Cave.
I
And
got
that's-
one thing. Since we're like a day travel, and I'm supposed to be at the farm in the morning to pick up the money, can I just basically say, if you don't see me around, can you leave it at the inn for me or something? Since I'm not going to be there in the morning?
The farmer will still have it there with him. He's not that. He will,
He it's the money if you don't come.
I want my 2 gold. I want that 2 gold.
We spent 7 hours. We're fucking getting that.
Okay, well, this is the end of this session, and you guys are ending the session going towards the Goblin Cave. And we didn't accomplish much, but damn it, it was funny.
It was pretty funny.
And we
Before we end the session, like while we're still in the courthouse, I'm about ready to leave. May I do something?
What do you want to do?
Andrew wishes to look over at Toast, going, "I got you a present."
Oh, okay.
Present.
God.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this.
Andrew says as he reaches into his bag, grabbing a hold of Like, was the ring in a box or anything, or was it just a ring?
It was just a ring. It's not. And you didn't pay enough to actually get it in a box.
All right. Then I reach into
Please
my
don't tell me
bag,
you're
grabbing hold of
proposing.
the ring,
Please.
keeping my hand closed so it's a surprise and he doesn't see it. I'm like, okay, close your eyes.
No.
Oh
No,
my
come on,
god.
it's a surprise.
I ain't closing my eyes anywhere near you, mate.
Fine. Andrew says as he opens his hand, showing the pretty ring.
You see a white gold ring with there's no gemstones on it, but you can tell it's a pretty good craftsmanship. But you can tell if you know anything about gold or jewelry stuff, you can tell that this is not that great. Like, it's pretty, but it's not the best craftsmanship.
It's not something that would make up for getting shot in the fucking stomach.
That's up for you to decide.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go
It's
ahead.
very pretty.
It's very pretty though. Like it looks like it's meant to be given to a lover.
I'm really surprised Andrew didn't get on his
Quinn
knees.
immediately looks a little bit weirded out because this is essentially what amounts to a promise ring, right?
Humans,
Pretty
man.
much.
He
Fucking
takes
humans.
he takes a step back and raises his hands like whoa, mate, whoa,
Promises he's not gonna shoot you.
whoa. I know the hat.
Yeah.
says- No. Okay. Bye.
Andrew steps forward.
No. Get away from me.
Offering the ring again. No, it's a promise. It's a promise.
Okay. No. Bye. He runs out. He's running. He's running
Andrew
now.
chases after him, holding
No,
the
man.
ring so it doesn't fall.
Nope.
A mayor just looks at you too and is like, "Oh, sweet mother."
He's like, I promise I won't shoot you.
And all fades to black as you guys running. You and Toad and you're running towards the Goblin Cave, and everybody else following slowly behind you and just shaking their heads.
Okay,